So tonight what I am making is some banana bread. Got some bananas, and I already got 2 in the bowl. And we're going to put in a lot of good healthy ingredients and make something that I think is going to taste pretty good. I've made it before, and I'll just kind of run through the ingredients as we kind of go through this. So first thing is mash up these bananas in the bowl, and then I'm going to be adding 3 eggs. 3 eggs, yeah, we're going to add 3 eggs to it. I have some really delicious ideas for this banana nut bread. I'm also going to use some PAMELA'S gluten-free pancake mix, along with some cinnamon and nutmeg. I'm also going to cut up an apple, dice it into some, I guess you dice it into dices, right? Cut up into cubes. Alright, so really kind of get that banana mushed up a little bit. It's always great to have bananas that are a little bit on the extra ripe side or ripe side. They definitely will taste a lot sweeter, in my opinion. Go that way. Okay, let's get some eggs. Had a fun workout with folks at the 5:30 tonight. It was good to be able to work out with everyone. It was the workout where you had the 4-minute rounds and 4 minutes of rest with the rowing, biking, and shuttle sprints. Pretty straightforward. And I won't let the fitness level on that, mostly because I didn't think I would be able to get that bike, get the 20 calories on the bike after 30 calories rowing. I'd still be on the bike and everyone would be finishing up their run. Okay, got 3 eggs in there. So that was fun. Nice to get a little bit of the aerobic exercise. 4 minutes of work, 4 minutes of rest. The idea with that workout was to be able to work at a higher intensity for the 4 minutes of work, and because you could get 4 minutes of rest. But I'll tell you, I did kind of throttle that back anyway, and didn't really go all out, at least not on the first 4 rounds. The last round, got to go all out. And that's the way it worked. And if you were there, you know that there was a lot of NSYNC and Britney Spears, and all kinds of good things. Okay, so this is just Pamela's pancake mix, gluten-free. And you notice I don't really measure things. I could. So a really great way to measure something is put your bowl on top of the kitchen scale, and then you can tear it out and just kind of add and see what you're adding. But I've actually done this enough that I kind of guess, and just adjust as I go. This is vanilla. Just kind of putting in some vanilla. Might as well add in some of those spices now. So how much spice should we add? About a tablespoon of cinnamon. So we're going to sprinkle this in there. So who doesn't like cinnamon? And what else we got? We want some nutmeg in here. Okay, not too much nutmeg. Because then you're like, when you're eating, you're like, what is this spice? But if you get that cinnamon going, then people are like, oh, it's cinnamon. But the nutmeg makes it a little brighter. Okay, so the oven's been preheating. I'm going to bake this at 350. Now, we want to add some oil, probably about a 1/4 cup to this. And I'm not going to measure this because I'm just having fun. And life is full of surprises. So I picked this up yesterday, and this is not olive oil. this is algae oil. Yay! Have you ever heard of that? So it's clear. It's pretty much tasteless as far as I can tell, and it doesn't taste like algae. And it's high in omega-3s, low in saturated fat. So it's essentially, in my estimation, it's about the same as olive oil. Although they will say it's 75% less saturated fat than olive oil. I don't know if it's good or bad for you. They seem to feel it's good for you. I'm just going to try it out. I bought a bottle. So here goes a quarter cup. Sound effects are helpful. All right, so we got the most of the good stuff here in there. I am not going to be adding any other liquids to this batter. The oil, I think, is what really makes it more moist than like if you were to add almond milk to it or something like that. So, and we have 2 mixing bowls in our house, and one is in the dishwasher and the other one is missing. So I think it is in, I'm gonna guess, I don't really know where it is. I think it's in my son's room with popcorn in it. So I'm just using my wife's fruit bowl for a mixing bowl. I took all the fruit out and washed the bowl, and now I'm mixing in there. Okay, so, oh, we want to put apple in this. Okay, we got to get the apple going. So, great way to cut the apple is with a knife. Haha. So, grab this cutting board. I like to cut the apple. Let's see what happens if I move you guys down here. Let's get real close to this apple. Okay, so we're going to cut in half. And we're going to cut in half again. And, well, it's a quarter, I guess, right? And half again. We don't want the seeds. So I'm going to take those out. And grab these little knife. Get ready to kind of get this guy out of there. There we go. 1, 2. I can be pretty impatient when it comes to cooking. That doesn't look like it, but I'm like, all right, let's get that core out of there. I'm gonna start cooking. But you can't really rush it. You have to kind of just do what you need to do. All right, there we go. So we got all 4 of those out. And what I do to get this guy cut is I'm going to cut twice down this way. 1, 2. Then I'm going to turn it on that side and do twice again. 1, 2. And then I'm going to turn it to 90 degrees. And I'm just going to put those cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. So how many pieces of apple do we have? I don't know. It's too complicated. Okay, 1, 2. And we turn it on the side. And we do 1, 2. And just cut down like that. All right, super. We're getting lots of apple. This is, a couple things going on here, right? So we want the apple to be, the pieces to be big enough that you notice them when you eat, but not so big that you're like, there's an apple in here. So a little bit of apple, a little diced apple in there. It's not so big that it's not going to turn to applesauce, or it's not too small that it'll turn to applesauce, but not so big that you're like, why is there an apple in my banana bread? Okay, what do you think it's going to be like with the algae oil, huh? Would you put algae oil in your banana bread? Or would you put olive oil? Or do you put coconut oil? Or do you use butter? What do you use? Okay. If you make it without the oil, if you forget to put the oil in, I know from experience that it doesn't taste as good. So I like to think of trying to get as many good healthy ingredients as I can into my healthy snack. So this is looking pretty good. All right, let's do a top-down view. Here we go. So I'm just mixing it all up there. It's going to go in the pan over here. Whoa. And let's put you guys back over here. I think I've got everything. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh yeah, almonds. So almonds, chopped up almonds are really good for making it taste super good. So we're going to put almonds on the top of it. And these are just in my wife's drawer. She has some almonds stashed away. I always have to kind of find these guys. Anyway. No, she's not hiding them. I'm just kidding. So I got about a handful or so. Let's go back to the cutting board. A bunch of almonds here. And just start kind of chopping them up into some coarse pieces. So that. Whoa. I'm sure this is like really loud. Headphones on. Turn the volume up. Cut one way. It's just going to get sprinkled over the top. Kind of gets toasted a little bit. Alright. Yeah, back to that impatience where I'm filling it. I'm like, okay, I want to get this in the oven. Got to get it baking. It's going to take 18 to 22 minutes to bake. Sooner I get it in the oven, sooner it'll be done. Okay. Super. So, alright, so that's good. Now we're ready to put it in the pan, or in the cooking pan. I'm going to spray that with some olive oil. Like that. And then I'm going to put all the batter. Come on, batter. Come on, batter. He can't hit. How many of you guys played that game? Baseball. Alright. Super. I think it's a different kind of batter though, right? Alright, we're putting it in. Going in. This is where, if I'm not careful, I'll make a mess. But I am not making a mess. This is coming out of the bowl into the pan. It's looking good. And then, where you can get fancy with those nuts. Sprinkle them on top. Bum, bum. And what's this looking like? How are we doing? Let's get all those nuts on there. By the way, appreciate you checking the video out. Let's see what's going on here. There it is. And we're going to put this in the oven. Let's sprinkle in a little more cinnamon. Cinnamon going on. I don't think we need to do much more to this. We've gone bananas. We have gone bananas. Let's do the fly. Fly into the oven. Oh, what a great oven that is. Okay, setting the timer. I think we're talking about 24 minutes here. 24 minutes at 350. That should be good. Alright. So, I wish I could share it with you. It's going to be pretty good. And cleanup's pretty quick. Just going to put all those away in a few minutes. No, 24 minutes. That'll be done. And hopefully it'll be good. Have that with some tea tonight. and kind of get ready for the next day. So anyway, take care. Thank you guys so much for checking in, and peace.